So hi everyone, thank you for joining us today, and thank you, Meena, for speaking. As I mentioned, it's always great to have you. I know you've spoken a couple of times in the past, I believe over the last year or so, and you've always given great presentations, so thanks again.
Thank you.
Meena Dowlwani is a career evangelist, an award-winning job developer and professor, an author, a motivational speaker, and a CEO. Meena runs a social enterprise called Destination CEO, where she and her team of consultants help job seekers using non-traditional job search approaches through collaborating with industry leaders, corporations, academic institutions, and nonprofit organizations, which has yielded a 90% employed outcome for over 6 years consecutively. Thanks again for speaking today, Meena, and good luck with your presentation.
Thank you so much, Alex. I am really excited to be here and get ready. So as you heard, when I do put the presentation on, I will not be able to see any questions. So I'm going to try to wrap up the presentation about 10 minutes before time so that we can have a Q&A session, and feel free to put in any questions that may come in your mind during the presentation. Also, if I do miss answering any of the sessions, I'm going to put my LinkedIn link over here. Please feel free to connect with me, tell me a little bit about yourself and how I can be of service. So once again, if I miss answering any of the questions because of the time, I'll be there for the networking session, but also feel free to send me your questions on LinkedIn or via email, and I'll be able to answer as best as I can. So once again, thank you and welcome. Super excited to be here and talk about power prospecting, which is my favorite subject of all. The good news is that first few slides of mine were on stats and Statistics Canada, and in Mark's speech as he started, he was talking about stats, so we could probably rush through some of them. But as I start my presentation, we always think about visualization, right? What does our dream job look like, or where is it that we're going, and what should it look like? Well, technically, in most of our cases, we've always imagined our dream job to be, something similar like this, right? On a desk or in the field or wherever it is that we picture ourselves. But then things changed, right? Everybody knows how things got impacted. And here are some of the stats that that Mark was talking about in his introduction, and how, and I'm going to just talk about the stats that are current. Tomorrow, of course, these things change, but highlighting some really important points. 303,000 jobs were created just in March, and 7.5% was our unemployment rate, which meant we were at the lowest unemployment rate since COVID hit, right? But at the same time, senior management have been saying that the new recruitment processes have been a bit of a struggle. So HR has been trying different things because, similar to job seekers in the virtual world, HR and recruiters, they were not used to this virtual space. So a lot of bad hiring decisions were made, and, it's costed the companies quite a lot. And Mark touched on the hidden job market. And I want to highlight a recent survey indicated that there is a 65% hidden job market. So we used to always say that there is, 70% of the jobs are not posted online. Where do you go and find them? What is this hidden job market? Obviously, hidden job market changed because everything went virtual. So the jobs had to be posted. However, when jobs started getting posted, recruiters and HR people hiring managers started getting overwhelmed with the amount of resumes they were getting. So then they increased, the employee referral bonuses, and putting out word within their network to say, hey, do you know people that would be a good fit? Why? Because there needed to be more of not just the skills aspect, but the connection aspect, the credibility aspect, right? And those can only happen when you're connected with people. if you are new to the country or if you are planning to come to Canada, how do you start building that? And that's where the tips that I'm going to be talking about will come into place. But before we get into that, I also want to point out why you want to start building your network, or like Mark calls it, your net worth, which is, you know, really the power of connecting with people that are relevant to helping you bridge that gap between a job seeker to a happy employee. And that's because you know, in a lot of organizations, because of pandemic, things are going up and down. And, you know, like Mark was saying, it's the K effect, right? Certain industries are going up, certain industries are going down. But the industries that have gone down are going to very soon see that rise. And when they see that rise, are you going to be ready? So for example, in the whole human resources phase, right, where functional skills are important, if you notice, the stats say that, you know, 36% on functional skill set, which is you go to school and you get that paper and you understand the learning, but 34% is on soft skills, because you want to be able to not just know how to do it, but have the attributes to connect with people, to interview them, to engage them within the positions. So everywhere where the hospitality is seen a huge decline in employment, it's going to see a huge rise in employment very, very soon. Why? Because the hospitality industry, as soon as borders open, as soon as COVID gets calmed, everybody is going to want to take that well-deserved vacation. Are you going to be ready? I'm going to give you an example of how things changed for me at Destination CEO. When 2015 to 2019, you know, we were partnering with academic institutions, with nonprofits, and we were doing really fantastic. We were working with startups and, you know, within the tech community, within the Toronto community, and we were doing, you know, 95% placement outcomes. And it was absolutely fantastic. But we hit a bottleneck when we realized that there were more people reaching out to us that were not affiliated with those academic institutions or with those nonprofits. We wanted to help them too. So we started our own bridging program. Now, because we're not funded by government bodies or any other affiliations, you know, it was a paid program. But once again, when I created that program and we started running it, we were using the same facilities, the same colleges, same institutions, and we were seeing a really amazing result. And it was still 95, 98% employed outcome. And then COVID happened. And, you know, I was petrified. And I thought, oh my God, everything that was so important, the networking, the face-to-face meeting, the handshaking, all of that now needs to become virtual. What am I going to do? So we pivoted and I hosted my first virtual event. And Mark was actually one of the presenters at that event. And guess what? We had over 100 people registered for that event. Over 100 people showed up. Now, Zoom at that point only had the capacity of 100 people. So we started having these virtual events. What did it do? It opened borders for us. So where originally it was helping people that were not affiliated with certain institutions, well, now we were getting international clients, and we were getting job seekers from all over the world, from India, from Muscat, from Middle East, from, you know, literally everywhere, reaching out to us and joining these virtual events. So we created a career accelerator program. We pivoted, we redefined everything virtually, and guess what? The same thing happened. We still had 90 to 95% employed outcome. So regardless of how things changed, the foundation of job search over the past 100 years has been the same, has been the value of your net worth, of your relevant connections. If you see the picture on this, that I'm showing on the screen, 100 years ago, you would travel from one place to the other with a recommendation from somebody within your community to somebody else in a different community. Say, I've been referred by so-and-so, and I'm looking for a job within this field. And 90% of the time, because of that reference, you'd end up getting a job. So things have changed, but the foundations of job search have not. And that is the whole point about the tips that I am going to give you. So today, the tips that I am going to start giving you are actual tangible tips. I hope you have a pen and paper, or that the session is being recorded, so you have access to this recorded session, and you can use these tips to create your tools and be successful. Of course, you know where to find me. I've already given you my link to connect with me on LinkedIn, but there are many other ways. Let's get to it. So first and foremost is your job search tools. And when I talk about tools, I talk about the importance of your resume. Now, resume is not my favorite subject. I have to be honest. But once again, resume is the one document that you need in order to showcase your skills. However, the importance of keywords, the importance of your resume reaching that hiring manager. I just told you that everything is posted online and you're applying, and there is no reply. Why? Because there are different audiences that look at your resume before the hiring manager gets it. And the first audience is the artificial intelligence of an applicant tracking system. And that artificial intelligence, that applicant tracking system, only knows how to look at keywords. So here's a tip for you. Tagcrowd.com site that you can use, and I have the pictures on how you can use it. You open a job posting that you're interested in. You take that job posting, you copy the job posting into TagCrowd, into this window, and click on Visualize. When you click on Visualize, you are going to get keywords, and you're going to, the bigger the keyword, the bigger the word. So you see administration, and next to administration, I don't know if it's visible on your screen, you see a small 8 in brackets. That shows that administration is used 8 times in that job posting, which means it's a keyword that you must have on your resume, right? So use this trick and try to get those keywords and implement it in your resume. Another thing, resume needs to be HR friendly. So now you know the keywords, but you should also know that HR people have to hire people from different fields. So maybe as an HR person, I am a technical HR person. So I can recognize technical skills and I can read your resume based on technical needs. I can also understand an HR resume. So if you reword it, you reword things, I will be able to understand. But if I'm hiring for engineering and I'm not an engineer myself, I won't be able to understand your resume. So I, as the HR person or as a recruiter, will be given a checklist. Yes, my friends, it's a checklist which says requirements of the job. So I would put that checklist and I would look at that resume, at your resume, to see, have you covered the checklist? So remember, the first, importance of keywords in terms of outsmarting that applicant tracking system. The next is the HR checklist, and in the priority that I want to read it as in terms of HR. Now, if you want to know step-by-step directions, I have numerous videos and masterclasses on Destination CEO's YouTube channel. I welcome you to go to the YouTube channel and check out some of those videos and create this simple, customized, ATS-friendly version of your resume. Now that you have your tools ready, it's really important to understand the hiring statistics or the funnels. I just told you how HR people, recruiters are getting, overwhelmed with the resumes, and, employee referrals have almost doubled to bring in those right fit. And that's because you receive a lot of resumes, and many resumes do not even speak to the position. So for example, if you were to just take Glassdoor stats for 1 minute, like Glassdoor and Indeed are two extremely popular sites where people look for jobs and they post their position. They post their resume, they apply for those jobs, right? For one position on an average, Glassdoor receives 250 resumes. If your resume is amongst the 250 resumes, what are the chances you are going to make to that one job, to that hiring manager? Because 75 of the resumes get rejected due to lack of keywords. Again, Indeed has similar stats where you get 1,000 views, but at the end of the day, only 25 resumes out of almost, let's say, 100 resumes or 200 resumes that are completed do reach the hiring manager or the HR. So how do you beat that? You beat that by creating a list of network. Now, 3 tips before you start building your network. First, you must understand the goal. Why are you networking? What is the reason behind you connecting with somebody? Now, if you reach out to somebody and say, hey, I'm looking for a job in your company, can you help? Well, I don't know you. Why should I help you? So creating a proper tool and templates are really, really important. So goal, what do I want to do? What is that job that I'm targeting? So remember the first slide I showed you, my dream job? Well, that's your short-term goal or your long-term goal. What is the goal that you're trying to achieve? And then you want to look at, do I have the relevant skill set? Boils down to, I want to be a sales manager in Toronto, in the tech industry. Well, do I understand the tech industry? Do I have the skills that are relevant for that sales positions? If I don't, like Mark was saying earlier, do some courses. There are tons of courses that are free courses. Nonprofit organizations offer a ton of free courses. And then there are other academic institutions that offer other courses. Destination CEO offers their own courses. So where do you want to invest your dollars and your time in? Who are the people that are going to help you to make that right decision? So once you've figured out, your goal, your skill set, next is who can help you achieve that goal, right? If you don't know anybody that can help you achieve that goal, who do you know that knows somebody that can help you achieve your goal, right? Today, Mark said to you that connect with him on LinkedIn. Mark has a huge network. Perhaps posting something that you've learned today, taking a picture of your screen, posting it, tagging Mark, maybe that can increase your profile views. I'll show you how that will be done. Then, once you've figured out your goal, it's about power prospecting. So here, research companies and research people within those companies. Remember, opportunities are connected to people. So when we talk about 65% of positions are being filled by references, by networking, how do you connect to those 65% of people? First, you need to understand who those people are. Make a list of those people, right? And then reach out to them. Today, Kundan is speaking, so I know that if you're here, you're not there, but perhaps you'll stop by over there later, or you will see a recorded version. Tag Kundan if you're from the tech industry and say, you watched his recorded session and you learned this about him. Great job, right? You're going to start seeing your profile views go up. Great, profile views are going up. But if your LinkedIn is not speaking to the profile, is not speaking to your skill set, then viewers that come to your profile will not know that you're looking for a job. And
Hi,
then it's
Meena.
a,
Sorry to
hi.
interrupt you. I just got a note here in the chat that your slides haven't actually been progressing. It's still stuck on that first slide there. I'm not sure if you see that on your end.
No. Oh.
Yeah, sorry about that. I just saw a note in the chat here.
Wonder what do I do now?
Try screen sharing again and see if you can go through them, and let's see if I can see them change on my end.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry about that. I didn't realize.
I'm sorry. So I guess every time I change the slide, it doesn't change for...
Yeah, okay, so I think that's slide number 12 right now, so that's what I see. If you go to the next one, let me know if you go to the next one, because right now it's still on 12.
I changed to the next one.
Okay, yeah, it looks like it's still on 12 for me. That's really strange.
Okay.
Are you in presentation mode, or are you just kind of in the preview mode?
No, in the presentation mode.
Okay, maybe try doing the preview instead and see if that works.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry about that. I'm sorry to interrupt your presentation.
No, that's okay. All right. So if I change now.
Yeah, okay, now I see it going through. Perfect. Okay.
Okay, so I have to be in preview mode versus...
Okay. Yeah, sorry about that. So I'll just get back out of here, and yeah, sorry again about interrupting.
I'm so sorry, everybody. 10 minutes left of the presentation, and I just find out. Terribly sorry, but if you want the slide deck, just send me a message, and I'll send it to you. So as I was saying, just before we got into it, employer engagement. So once you've decided on who you want to connect with and how they can help you, it's about creating a proper introduction and be prepared to be rejected. Not everybody is going to accept your invite or your connection request or be able to support you in what you're looking for, but you just need one person to say yes. So persevere and don't give up on that. Now, talking about different avenues of networking, friends of friends, right? So who do you know that can help you? Who do you know that knows somebody that can help you? And I'm pretty sure, it's like how Mark was telling you, if you are, let's say you're in India right now, and you know somebody, or you've just seen a success story of somebody that has moved here and found a job, reach out to that person and say, hey, I'm planning to come to Canada in the next couple of months. I've got my paperwork sorted. This is my background. Do you think you can spare a few minutes just to guide me? Build a relationship from that aspect. And once you build a relationship and you ask them, how did they get their job? What were some of the things that they did? And once you've built it, then asking them if they can refer you is a much better way. There is social media. So LinkedIn is extremely powerful, but LinkedIn is not the only powerhouse, right? So talking about LinkedIn, there are tons and tons of groups, regardless of where you are. There are tons of groups on subject matters. Connect with those groups, and I'm going to give you a list of the different areas where you can connect with groups and different social media outlets that you can connect with. Connect with people over there and share your interests, share your skill set, and you'll be surprised how quickly you start building those relevant connections. And then events like this are amazing places. You're going to be seeing so many people. You've connected with me, you've met Mark, you've met Alex. You're going to be seeing so many people today. Connect with those people. When you have the networking opportunity, connect with those people. Now here you're building your network. Another really, really cool tip. You hear something interesting, you take a picture, you give a compliment, post it on social media, whichever social media you use, Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, whichever you use, post this picture, tag that person, tag Toronto Jobs, And guess what? Your profile views are going to start increasing. People are going to start seeing your profile, and that's all you need. You can start seeing and connecting with the people that come to your profile, that can that are watching you post things, right? And when you tag somebody of influence, and they respond to you, or they like, their network starts seeing you, and that is really relevant when it comes to LinkedIn. So if you tag me, I have over 10,000. I'm not as grand as Mark, of course, but I have 10,000 people in my network, and guess what? 90% of them are employed and are employers. When I like or share something that you've posted, you've tagged me, my network gets to see, and you never know what they're looking for, right? And we are building a relationship. So here are some other sites that you can find guides, or rather we call mentors, that can help guide you to that next step into your career. LinkedIn, meetup.com. If you're not aware of it, just type in meetup.com and you'll be able to see tons and tons of events absolutely free, happening in your neighborhood or happening wherever you're trying to target subject matter experts, even social events. You know, you want to go for hikes, you want to learn a new skill, everything is virtual. You know, start meeting with people, professional associations, 10,000 coffees, amazing site to connect with people who want to give back, Shaper, and then what can I say, Destination CEO, right? So there are various ways that you can become the CEO of your destiny, but the only person who can get you to where you want to be is you. So 3 takeaways from this session: visualize your career, know what you want to be, and then sharpen your tools. Have your tools ready, have your resume ready, have your LinkedIn ready, so that if you connect with me today and I say to you, hey, send me a resume, I might know somebody that is currently looking. Don't make me wait for 48 hours till you work on your resume. Have your resume ready. Just make the little tweak, send it to me. So when you're connecting with people, you should be ready. And yes, power prospect, connect with people. Don't be afraid of the no's, because the faster you get through the no's, the faster you're going to get to your yes. All right. So as I said, I gave you a really cool tip today. Connect with people. So take a picture during the session, my session, Mark's session, Kundan's session, anybody's session. Put something on social media, tag me, tag Toronto Jobs, and see how easily and how fast you start connecting and building that network. And once again, if you don't know how to connect with me, here's my link again. It's Destination CEO, Meena D CEO. Connect with me. If you have any questions, you can Google me. My name is there, so you can Google me. You can find all the details. So stating that, I did say that I would love to answer some questions. So I am coming back. I see there are a few questions. I will be able to share the slide deck if you can please send me a quick message on LinkedIn. I'm really sorry we missed that. Rahul, we're done. We can see slides. Okay. Hi, Victoria. You're a commercial real estate specialist. You retrain in Canada. Okay, you're connecting with people. Fantastic. So if there are any questions, I'm here to answer. And if not, I look forward to connecting with all of you.
Hi, Meena. I just wanted to jump back on and say thanks so much for presenting again. And sorry again about the tech issue there. It's unfortunate that I didn't see the message too early. But yeah, thanks again. It was still a great presentation nonetheless.
I appreciate it, and I'm really sorry that happened, but I've offered anybody wants the slide deck, I'll be more than happy to share it with everybody. Just send me a LinkedIn message.
Great. Well, thanks again. I do have to run to the next session, but I just want to say thanks again. And if you want to put your contact information in the chat as well, that'd be great. Thanks, Meena.
I will. Thank you. Thank you, Alex. So here you are, guys. Really appreciate your message. Thank you, Madiha. Thank you, Indira. Rahul, you're a data scientist. Awesome. There are tons of data scientist positions at this time. So, definitely start building your network, and I'm sure you're going to find a lot of jobs out there. Thank you, Carolina. Anybody has any questions? I can hang around here for a few minutes. How do you build your network if you're shy? Virtually, it is so much easier than physically, right? Even if you're shy, you have a template, you research the person you want to reach out to, use that template, customize it, and send it to them. And the easiest way is compliment them. When you look at their profile, what is it about that person that is making you connect with them? And just be honest, be authentic. Say, I came across your profile and noticed that you've started your career as this and you've grown to this. I would love to get a few minutes of your time just to understand, what were some of the challenges you faced and how did you overcome them? Something as simple and as authentic as that is going to touch the person and take them back to the time when they struggled. And they will definitely connect with you, right? So being shy, do you know what? I also, to a degree, I'm an introvert. So for me to reach out to somebody out of the blue is really difficult. But when my approach is authentic and I've spent the time to understand why I want to reach out to this person, I have had 100% success. Be it, I used to do it over the phone, trust me. That was before LinkedIn. So, imagine how many newspapers I had to read to do the research, right? So when you do it like this, it'll be much easier for you, Carolina. With my tip, do you think you will be able to do it? So Carolina says, I'm really shy and I didn't know how to start building my network. So with this tip about being authentic, and if you want, I've given step-by-step instructions on my YouTube channel on how to do it. Do you think you'll be able to do it now? Awesome. Well, in that case, congratulations, and I look forward to hearing all about it. Thank you. Please connect. Please check out the YouTube channel. Anybody else has any questions? I see 15 eyeballs here, so I'm assuming there are 15 people still here. Or perhaps you can tell me how I can make this session better for you next time. Any comments? All right, so I guess it's 3:02 and the other sessions have started. Once again, thank you everybody and Alex for helping me out. I'm really sorry that we had that little technical difficulty. But once again, if you need the slide deck, you want to go over this session, please feel free to connect with me. I will probably do a LinkedIn Live of this exact same session in the next couple of days, or maybe even today, since I have the slide deck done, so you can, you know, there'll be a recorded version of this with all of the slide deck posted on the YouTube channel of Destination CEO. Thank you again, and see you in the networking part. Take care. Bye. Thanks, Alex.